Is he drawing it?
Okay, so
what is
if you don't know, students, the armpit.
You're kidding me! Not the Sonic the Hedgehog, please!
But then you find yourself.
Guys, is this like worse than feet? What, like, okay, in terms of degeneracy, what's worse? Armpits or feet? If you're watching this on YouTube, armpits or feet, which one's worse? I wanna know which one's worse, guys! Which one's worse? Our next video for tonight is why is the internet obsessed with armpits now?
Hello students, my name is Professor Lando, and in today's lecture we are going to learn about armpits.
Oh.
So, we've covered a myriad of topics here at the Lando Institute of Guidance, Maturity, and Academics. And
I have no
these
maturity.
Topics have ranged greatly in their level of depravity. And so students, you might be wondering, why is it that today we're going over something so mundane, hidden behind the most unassuming
I don't know, for some
things,
guys it's intimate.
like armpits? The community at large continues to push the boundaries of what is considered.
I just realized that it says Professor Lando of Ligma University. Listen, people die of ligma all the time. Lick my balls.
How would you say, desirable, what is considered an object of desire, an object of lust. And in layman's terms, what I'm saying exactly is that people out there find armpits attractive. Well, first off, I don't want to make any assumptions on the educational level here in this classroom right now. So why don't we start with something simple? What is an armpit?
Is he drawing it?
Okay, so
what is
if you don't know, students, the armpit.
You're kidding me! Not the Sonic the Hedgehog, please! For some people, this is corn. Anyway, is this furry corn?
It is going to be the part of the body
Bruce the
located
bat.
in this general area. Here you go. If you're having trouble seeing that right there.
Ah! This is
The
some
students in
degeneracy, man.
That
This
is
is some
what we are
degeneracy.
talking about when we refer to the armpit. So just know that going forward
Okay.
for the usage of this lecture, that is what we in
This
fact
is so
are referring
useful.
to.
Very
So,
useful.
Students, you might be looking at my drawing here, my educational diagram.
Very
You
educational.
might be thinking to yourself, Professor Lando, that seems a little not quite right. That is maybe a little naughty, you might be thinking. And to that, I would say that they are already getting to you. Who's they? Well, that's what
They.
this lecture is going to be about.
They.
But firstly, I would like to say
Conspiracies.
that what I see is a fully clothed woman. Beautiful woman,
Furry.
that woman, but a fully clothed one nonetheless. And no explicit body part is being exposed. So
Why
when
is
you
it
ask,
sweaty now?
Professor Lando, is that allowed? Yeah.
Why is it sweaty now?
Why wouldn't it be?
Why are there clouds? Yeah,
The
what?
premise of this lecture.
There's
hinges
hair
the
on
fact
it
that
now!
armpits are indeed on the rise in terms of popularity.
Guys!
And we can take a look at these examples
Guys, it's
in
getting
modern media.
Progressively weird.
All right, students, here you can see a compilation of
Genshin
very intentional
Impact.
hit showcasing in mainstream media. The market continuously adapts to the
Succubus?
taste of the consumer. Here we
Oh, I
see
love
an
that character
undeniable
from
shift
Free
towards
Run.
that, with armpits being showcased more as the demand for armpits increases, thus being recognized and served by the companies.
All right.
Serve? Okay, she's serving. Okay, okay.
Students, I almost forgot, but before we continue with the rest of the lecture, I want to go over our next homework assignment. You're going to need to check out Silver and Blood Requiem, a spectacular gothic.
Wait, who's saying my mama mousepad? Wait a minute, hold on. Does my mousepad really have one? Have that? Hold on. Oh my gosh! Crap. Well, now available on orchid8.com. Anyway,
RPG set in the continent of Menexus, where blood serves as the fountain of life and the carrier of memories for your adventure in this dark fantasy medieval epic. And as you students know, our school is focused on the most important intellectual pursuit.
am I part of the problem? Help! Am I part of the problem?
anime girls and boys, and, well, their armpits. And as you can see here, we can appreciate the success of Silver and Blood Requiem in that aspect, with the Gothic-style characters and their armpits. And thankfully, Silver and Blood Requiem also has a cast of over 50 medieval characters and romanticist roles to choose from, each with a distinct identity for you to battle and forge unbreakable bonds with. Not to mention, Silver and Blood Requiem's base drawing probability is 4%, which means that on average, you're going to pull an SSR after about 20 to 30 pulls, which is much higher than similar gacha games. And trust me, I should know. Featuring music from renowned video game composer Yasunori Nishiki, command the shifting tides of battle to retake the land of Menexus from the monstrous blood beasts, and be enthralled by a star-studded voice cast, including Takahito Koyasu and Akari Kito, as they bring the vassals to life. It's an absolutely breathtaking audio experience you're not going to want to miss as you harness the power of blood and purge the
Lots
horrors
of
that lurk
gacha.
within this gothic landscape. Blood memories awaken. The path home begins.
The ChaCha
Alright, students,
mouse
you can
pad
download and
has
play
armpit.
Silver and Blood Requiem
Help!
by clicking the link in the description below, or by scanning the QR code on the screen here for both PC and mobile users. Don't forget, you can click
didn't
these links
mean
to also
it.
check out the What Hue Does Your Blood Hold event
I
as
don't-
well. Thank you so
Help.
much to Skystone Games and to Silver and Blood Requiem for sponsoring today's lecture. Let's get back to class with a Ligma University exclusive interview with one of these twisted individuals that finds armpits attractive.
Wait, what? Crap! My other booba pad has armpit too! Crap! I didn't realize my artists were doing this. I thought that they were just serving. Hold on. Okay, so I might be part of the problem. So, I mean, they're not noticeable, but wait, they're not noticeable though. It's not that bad for my pregnancy mouse pad. It's not that bad. This one, I help.
No, please have a seat. Okay, well, first off, I wanted to thank you for joining us and agreeing to partake in this interview.
I'm happy to be here and tell people
That's
about
the same
this
guy.
experience. So yeah, it's no
That's
problem at all.
Lando.
So can you just...
This is Lando.
How did this all start?
Well, I've liked armpits ever since I could remember, really. Ever since I was a kid. When I was a kid, I played this game.
Armpit
Are you
confessors.
familiar with Sonic the Hedgehog?
Oh my word! It all starts with Sonic. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
I mean-
It just all starts with Sonic. First the armpits, then the furries. I mean, like, yeah. It just all starts with Sonic, man.
You know,
Amy
they don't wear
Rose.
shirts, a lot of them, and
It's always Sonic.
sorry. No, we can keep going.
Does this
You
say
know, I
69
haven't
minutes?
spoken to my family in years.
That must have been hard.
It's been hard, but you know, this is the life I chose to be into armpits. Yeah,
Dang.
Could you tell us a little bit more about that?
That's the sort of thing with these kinds of things. I mean, you don't really plan to be into armpits, but then you find yourself.
Guys, is this like worse than feet? What, like, okay, in terms of degeneracy, what's worse? Armpits or feet? If you're watching this on YouTube, armpits or feet? Which one's worse? I want to know which one's worse, guys. Which one's worse? Do you get dehydrated a lot, need a drink that won't break the bank? Then you should get Gamersupps. They believe in traditional American values, like anime girl guys. It's caffeine-free and caffeinated in 2 kinds of tubs. Gamersupps improved my social life, and now I can stop seeing people in the mirror. Popular flavors include Guacamole Gamer Fart 9000, Sweet 6-Pack, Blowhole Blast, and Sploosh. Use discount ChaCha at checkout for 10% off. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated.
sorry. No, so yeah.
Armpits at least have a prize next to them. Ah, that's crazy. Wow, I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dying. Ah.
If I could stop, I would.
I do hope you can get the help you need, but I do appreciate you giving us your time and coming on here to tell the world about your affliction.
I just think it's so hot.
Wow. This person passed away after this interview? He suffocated while buried face deep in someone's pit? No foul play suspected. Okay.
These people live among us, and it's our duty
Among
to
us.
seek them out, identify them, and make sure that we don't fall into the same fate that they have unfortunately found themselves in.
07. 07.
So, you might be wondering, Professor Lando, now that I know that there are malicious actors out there trying to convince me, an innocent person, to be attracted to
Sonic and
armpits
Shadow.
of all things, what can I do to protect myself? Well, I have a diagram for you.
We need armpit
This
protection?
is the Professor Lando diagram of armpit complexity.
Oh.
Memorize what I'm about to show you, and you will be well equipped to face the dangers of armpits online. So first off, we have level 1.
There's a level 1, is crazy.
So what are we talking about when we say armpit complexity? Well, mainly, specifically, the amount of detail present in a depiction of armpits online. And first we have level 1, safe. As you can see here in this diagram, this depiction of an armpit, there are no lines drawn. This is something akin to like a cartoon or like a
Barbie?
stick figure drawing almost. You can see there's no indication of any sort of complexity or detail here. So here at level 1, you can be confident that you are safe. Level 2. Here in level 2, you're going to see the emergence of a line. We are seeing the addition of this complexity here on a very basic level. Perhaps this is an artist's depiction of depth there. They want to imply that, yes, that is an armpit, and there is a sort of pit, obviously, a depth there. And I'm simply trying to convey to you my artistic merit in being able to depict said body part. And so here at level 2, we are increasing the complexity, but still safe. Next up, we have level 3.
What's
Here
level
we
3?
see the complexity increase with the addition of another line, perhaps 2. We are officially in dangerous territory.
This is dangerous
You can't be exactly sure who are your friends and who are your enemies. Here, what does that mean? Here we see the increase in complexity with the armpits. And I guess the question you really have to ask yourself is why? Why are these lines added, and are they necessary?
Why?
And here I
It
would
looks
say
like a
that
why.
although suspect territory, you can't be exactly sure if you're in the danger zone or not, because, you know, maybe this is just simply an attention to detail, wanting to be more specific and more perhaps anatomically correct. So I would say proceed with caution here at level 3, but don't assume you're safe. However, with the next level, level 4.
Okay.
Here at level 4, we see the complexity of the armpit reach completely unnecessary levels with...
Wait. Wait. Wait, hold on. But what if it has a blush on it? Help! I need to know. Wait.
Pieces being added, like you were trying to tell the age of a tree. This is completely absurd. Maybe you'll even see a bit of that freshly shaven razor burn, or perhaps some coming off of the armpit.
Are we at
to,
level 4?
depict maybe some heat emanating.
Was that an accident? Okay, so my mouse pads, I basically said to my artist, do whatever you want. They're the ones that drew like the armpit, and I was like, oh, that's kind of like a cute pose or whatever. My artists knew what they were doing. My artists knew what they were doing.
Off of it, maybe you got some.
And you approved it, but I wasn't thinking. I didn't know that this was a thing. I didn't know this was a thing.
Sweat beads there, yeah. Or maybe you can even add a little bit of a hair, you know, a little bit of hair never. So you've been warned. Level 4, that's when we've completely gone off the deep end, and I will turn the other way. So the question is why? What?
Crap. Oh my gosh, there's sweat over here. There's like sweat over here. Help! Help! Anyway, we're gonna continue.
Exactly is the mechanism driving the popularity of armpits. And that mechanism is power creep. If you play trading card games, competitive trading card games, you might be familiar with the concept. The same thing happens when it comes to explicit body parts and desire. Let's go back in time. Let's go back and take a look at what people considered attractive. Many, many years ago, the thought of seeing someone's ankle was scandalous.
Yeah.
To see someone's a little bit of skin showing because a dress was a little too short was considered perhaps explicit, lustful even. Of course, nowadays we see something like this and think,
those ankle grabbers.
Ridiculous. So that's where we're starting. The bar is low. But over time, people got used to the ankle, right? So we have to push the boundaries to get that same rush that we used to feel when looking at an ankle. So what started as an ankle might evolve to thighs and thigh highs and that little bit of squish that's shown just below the skirt. See, our senses are getting dulled. We get used to the things we see and we require more activation of that little thing in the back of our brains. Ankles weren't enough. Thighs eventually weren't enough. Now this is something mundane. This is something you might see me wearing at the mall, or I don't know. But eventually we need to go even further beyond. And so we start liking things like wearing diapers. It's a
What? What?
No, yeah, that's gross.
What?
Just kidding. Stupid.
Stop!
Finding yourselves being attracted to armpits of all things. God. All right, students, so in conclusion, I think we've learned that yes, there are people out there that see armpits as objects of lust, of desire. And it's sick and it's twisted. And I would say to you, don't let these troubled individuals convince you that you should not draw armpits or not post a selfie, that you should be embarrassed and or ashamed of such a normal, run-of-the-mill body part. It's just an armpit, right? So I would say just keep posting them or drawing them or what have you, because nothing's wrong with an armpit. It's just a normal body part. I mean, this is ridiculous.
And this is why my mouse pads are totally normal pieces of merch. Yeah, totally normal.
This normal body part. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, what's next?
Yeah,
What are people going to be into next? It's crazy to me.
For free! For free! Anyway.